How much money are people actually making in Germany? Let's take a look. Willkommen! My name is Sean Huggins and this is React with Hugs.
I want to see how he reacts when he thinks no one's watching.
I can't help it if he's weird.
He's American.
He's going crazy with that work.
Everybody reacts differently.
I think he's weird, but that's me.
He's American, you know.
Welcome to React with Hugs. Let's take a look at today's comment of the day. So today's comment of the day comes from @_Quill1. And they say, since you're already saying Zodle, you should renounce your American citizenship. The issue is over. You've already switched to German mode. _Quill1, thank you for the comment. And yeah, I think that I have definitely been very much Germanized over the last time that I've been living here. For those of you who don't know, if you're new to the channel or this video, I am an American, but I'm living in Germany, Baden-Württemberg to be exact. And I've been living here and working here for almost 2.5 years now, I guess. And I've definitely been picking up all kinds of German habits and rituals and ways of going about just living life. And yeah, I have definitely become very Germanized in my time living here. But if I want to renounce my American citizenship and become fully German, one of the major considerations would be the topic of today's reaction. And speaking of today's reaction, here it is. We are back with Radical Living and we're checking out average salaries and working in Germany. How much are people making? I obviously have experience in both Germany and America, and I can speak about both of those things, but I want to see what Radical Living has to tell us first. And I want to hop straight into it because this guy's face is terrifying right now with how I stopped the video. But as always, leave your thoughts, opinions, comments down below, and let's have some fun. Zodele, los geht's.
A question I get a lot is, how much do people earn in Germany? Is it a law? Are they all rich? Oh yeah! Who knows,
frick?
maybe. Fact is that Germans don't like to talk about money. Hey bro, how's your new job going?
I do know that.
How much are you making now? Enough. But that's why I am here. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about salaries in Germany.
Alright, let's see. Let's see.
Many people decide to move to Germany because the average salary here is often much higher than in their own country. And if you compare it to any African, Asian, or even Eastern European country, that's certainly true, according to the federal...
Definitely, I was going to say this. The average salary, just in general, in Germany, broadly speaking, is pretty good when compared to like a lot of the Asian countries, a lot of the African countries, a lot of the East European countries. The average German salary is actually pretty good. Let's continue. There's more to the story.
The average gross salary was 3,880 euro per month. That's the all-over average of the country.
You can see here that the statistic that he's showing was from 2018, so quite a long time ago at the time of me recording this video. In fact, this video that I'm reacting to is like 4 years old now. So I'm sure the exact details have changed a bit, but hopefully we can look past that and still get to the root of the problems, or not problems, the root of the benefits of living in Germany. Let's see.
But that doesn't say too much, because this figure will rise greatly depending on the industry you're working in, your age, work experience, and even geographical location. It's important to mention that the people living in the south and west of the country earn up to 30% more than their counterparts in the
That's me. I'm in that 30%.
northeast.
Down
So
south.
if you had a job in Frankfurt that paid 3,000 euro a month, that very same job might only make you 2,000 euro in Berlin.
Dang, that's a
Let's start
big
at the lower
difference.
end of the work chain. If you have less than 1,000 euro a month to live off, you are considered poor. That is the official
Less
poverty
than
line here in the
1,000 a
country.
month?
We have
Dude,
also a minimum
wow.
wage, which is 9 euro and 36 cents. There
Okay.
are
Wow, this was a long time ago. I think when I came to Germany, the starting minimum wage was 12 euros and 50 cents maybe, or maybe 12 euros and 25 cents. I want to say 12 euros and 50 cents was the starting.
A few exceptions to that,
when I came to Germany.
But most of the time, paying less than that is very much illegal. So with most unskilled labor jobs, you will earn that amount. That's everything from working in a bar.
That's what I made when I first came to Germany.
Being a cashier
the minimum
at the store,
wage.
And so
it just
on.
happened to be more than
Of
what
course
he
you could
mentioned
earn
because
more
this
doing
video
those
was
jobs,
filmed a long time ago.
But that really depends on the company. If you would work full-time on minimum wage, which is 40 hours per week, you would have an income of about 1,500 euro a month. 1.5k doesn't sound that bad,
Okay.
but that's not the amount you'll get, because the government will still take off their tax cut and social insurance fees, even before it ever gets to your bank account. There's online.
When I came to Germany, like I said, I was making the minimum wage. Over the 2 years that I worked at the company, I got like little promotions here and there. So I wasn't at the minimum wage the entire time that I've been there. But because I have an unskilled manual labor, entry-level physical labor job, I don't make much more than minimum wage.
And calculators where you can see exactly how much will be taken off of your salary. And I'll get into more details about that a little bit later in the video. Okay, now let's say you just graduated from university with your master's degree and you're looking for a job. What's the amount you can expect in the first few years? In 2018, the average income in the very first year right after university was 3,700 euro a month. That amount of course also varies a lot depending on the industry you're working in, with the highest paying ones being in business development, chemistry, engineering and medicine. And some of the lowest paying ones being in architecture, graphic design, logistics and translating. What's also important to say is that in Germany having a bachelor's degree doesn't really count like a full degree. If you want to have a proper position, you'll have to get a master. And nobody got time.
I noticed that because I came to Germany with my bachelor's degree and I could only get a entry-level manual labor minimum wage job, the same as if I never went to school a day in my entire life. That is how much a bachelor's degree is apparently valued in Germany. And believe me, I applied to a bunch of jobs that I was qualified for based on work experience and education and everything else. But apparently, basically, a bachelor's degree is essentially the same as not having any education.
Time for that. What about all those other jobs? Okay, let's do a quick shot. How much is earning a banker? 5,700 euro a month. Construction worker, 1,800 euro. Your local doctor, 7,000 euro. The chancellor, 28,000 euro.
Damn!
A lawyer,
not bad.
5,000 euro. Bus driver, 2,500 euro. The boss of Volkswagen, 800,000 euro a month. Kindergarten teacher, 2,700 euro. Normal teacher, 4.5k.
Damn,
not working at
pretty
all.
good.
1,000 euro. Hartz IV und der Tag gehört dir. Accountant, 3,300 euro. Office clerk, 2,200 euro. Your local Dönerman, he will never tell you. Some of those numbers seem pretty high. But let's see how much there will be left after insurance fees and taxes. So let's put in here our minimum wage gross salary. Then we can see here how much is left at the end. Everybody who's employed has to pay those social charges. You have to pay pension insurance, even if you don't want to. And it's the same with unemployment insurance, health insurance and care insurance. You can't option out of them. They don't have a certain amount you have to pay. They are fixed percentages of the gross salary you're earning. And then there's of course the taxes. How much salary tax you're paying really depends on how much you earn. The more you earn, the higher the percentage will get that you have to pay. So when you get minimum wage, you almost pay no tax. If we put in here 5,000 euro, we see that this amount has gotten much higher in relation to the gross salary. The income tax will max out at 45%. The only thing you can option out is the church tax. You only have to pay it if you are a member of a church. So if you're earning 5k a month, your net salary would be 2,900 euro.
Dang.
Great. There's only two things certain in life: death and taxes. And you better not try to cheat the system, because the punishment for evading taxes is much greater than for
Jail.
rape and murder.
Prison.
That's ridiculous. Okay, now that we got that out of the way,
Now what?
What you also need to know is that in Germany you have the right to take paid vacation days. The minimum amount per year you get is 20 days. Although many big
That's good
companies
stuff.
even give more than that, usually up to 30. I hope no Japanese are watching this. They only get 10 days a year. Many companies give also a Christmas bonus, which can be as much as a full month's salary. So don't forget to ask about that on your next interview.
Not every company does that though, I have learned.
If you consider working in Germany, there's only one thing left to do: to smash that like button.
Oh my god,
And
that
also
scared
to
me.
apply for the work.
All right. Wow. I think that this was a pretty good overview of working in Germany. But since I have experience working in both Germany and America, I want to give my perspective on how they differ. 1 second. All right, so check out my beautiful art skills. So when someone asks me, what's the difference between working in America and working in Germany, I basically try to explain this. In America, you can have jobs that are paying less than poverty levels. You can actually have a job and be making less than poverty levels, but you can also make so much money that you and your family and your family's family and everybody you have ever seen in your life never has to work again for all of existence. And there is not nearly as much in between in the middle area. Whereas here in Germany, most people who are working can make a livable wage, but it's a lot harder to start to get into the astronomically insane salaries that some people in America are making, just because of the differences in taxes and social programs and just what companies in general pay for the same jobs in each country. For example, like I said, here in Germany, I had an entry-level basic manual labor job since I got here, making the minimum wage now slightly more, but I think I make like 14 euros and 50 cents an hour. If I had that same exact job in America, I could potentially be making half that much, literally half that much. And here in Germany, it's not so bad actually. I don't have a lot of money extra, but I'm able to pay my bills. If I made half as much money as I do now, I would be working, but I still wouldn't even be able to pay my bills. I wouldn't be able to pay my rent, my electricity, my food, my gas, whatever. Like, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. And that can happen in America. That's pretty rare in Germany, I feel like, though. In general, like I said, in Germany, you can earn a livable wage. In America, the middle class is shrinking every day, and the rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer. So I think that's the biggest difference that I have noticed. You know, if you're a software developer in America, you might be making $300,000 a year, and then for that exact same position, exact same job in Germany, maybe you make 100,000 euros a year, which is still very good. Very, very good job. But at the end of the day, if you are a top earner in a skilled, in-demand position, you are probably going to make quite a bit more in America for that same exact job. But in Germany, if you are unskilled, stupid, dumb, fat American like me, and you're in an entry-level job, you'll make way more in Germany. There's a lot of other differences too. Maybe I'll make a full video on it in the future, but I think that's a good start. What do you guys think? I'll pass the question off to you guys. How do you feel about the salaries in Germany? How do you feel about how much you make compared to how much you have to work? Do you think that it's fair? Do you think that you should get paid more? Do you think that you should get taxed less? How do you feel about it? Let me know down in the comments below. At any rate, though, that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.